What is up, legends? Good morning. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I got a late day, had to do some things, and this is going to be the first video we'll talk about today. Because obviously, when I was asleep and got up and had to do things, new content started popping out. So, first and foremost, we have official launch day 30, which is crazy. It's been a whole month for this. We promise to continue doing our very best to repay the love and support you have given us, full appreciation. So we essentially are getting 1,000 crystals, which we should have right now. This claim period, I appreciate that. Appreciate that greatly. I might even use all my full recharges in the day because I stopped doing that with this 1,000 crystals, just to push ahead my progression on my characters because I am currently farming up team 2 as you saw in the last video. So it would be very nice, just to speed it up so I don't have to do that as much and just worry about doing something else, like start stacking bits, because it seems like we need bits more than anything because it's used by everything, bits and stamina, but you can't keep stamina really beyond the coffee store, like stacking those items, and you just kind of just need bits. So once I'm done with the 2 characters, I'm not even going to build any character after that. I'm just going to stack bits and resources for whatever character's coming in. And if we know what the element of the character coming in is, then I will just stack potential for that particular element or gear, either or, just to save time. And then next up, we have the dev note. There have been 1 month since the official launch of Chaos Zero Nightmare. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to all protos who have played the game and provided valuable feedback over the past month. As previously mentioned, we are now ready to share the confirmed improvements based on your feedback, which will be applied in the next update. We will continue to share our thoughts, concerns, improvements through developer notes before each update. Currency requirement improvements. First, we will be improving currency requirements. Damn, I was just talking about that. One of the issues that has caused the greatest inconvenience in protos, based on your feedback, we confirmed crazy that we was just talking about that. We confirmed the amount of unit credits required for agent growth is excessively burdensome, you think? By adjusting the most fundamental growth agent level up, we plan to improve the overall growth experience to help you build early decks and enjoy the game long term without roadblocks. With this update, the unit requirement consumption for leveling up will be reduced by 80%. Damn, that is a lot. That is crazy. I already have everybody at 60, so I guess whatever. Hopefully they'll give that back retrograde. With this update, the unit consumption for levelers will be reduced by 80%, greatly improving the overall leveling difficulty for agents, which that's like what I was telling you guys before. Even with it like the way it is, you still should have did it. You still should. It would just made it easier for you. It just lowers how many you can actually do. But you still should have units at 60. That's going to carry your account. There should be no running around with a whole level 50 squad that's not doing anything. You're just hard mode for no reason. For level 60 partners, they did the partners too. That'd be it now. That's 20. Yeah, that is down by 80%. They did it for both. That's good. I mean, now you have no excuse. Now you can have 3 teams at 60. You got no excuse now. All units already consumed for agents will be fully refunded in-game. Nice. So I'm after 12-3. Okay, I'm just gonna they already have characters at 60, so and partners at 60, so it's whatever. We still at where we're at right now. Yeah, go get some more of that. Let's see. I'm farming potential for my characters, so yeah, you go have fun with that. Next we'll be adding the Blackthorn trade, where you can obtain a more agent growth currency. I like that. For those who wish to train more agents, can now clear chaos and acquire crystal discord. I like that. Which can be exchanged for Blackthorn trade for additional growth currency. The amount of crystal discord earned is not heavily affected by difficulty level. That's really nice of them. They didn't have to do that. They did not have to do that. That's really nice of them. Because that allows people who are just coming in the game and people who are not so good at the game to build and be able to build their characters. That's great. And then they got the boss drop stuff in there too. Don't make that super limited. Part of the problem in the game right now for me to actually build stuff is that I only have 3 tries in the week, basically. And once those tries are gone, that's it. Like that's unnecessary. I've always hated that in every single game that does that. The boss drops don't need to be limited like that. I understand you want to have extended gameplay, but use other modes for that. Don't stop people from building characters, because that's what keeps people playing your game. Building characters. Allow people to build characters. There's no reason why that should be a roadblock, so don't have that be a roadblock. Improving on the roguelite experience is an ongoing long-term task for the project. We're discussing a variety of potential enhancements, and our goal is to implement improvements as soon as they become feasible. All right, I have an idea for you, Smilegate. Currently, right now, a run in Chaos will go 30 to an hour. So if you have completed Chaos already, or you completed that level already, or that I guess Chaos level, there should be shortcuts. And other roguelike games do this. They give you shortcuts where you can pick the predetermined path and you automatically win the fight based on your account power, based on if you have done it before. You don't get to skip the boss fight. You just get to skip. In fact, Stellar Sora does that. In my previous video, people watched me do that. You don't have to do the exact same thing as Stellar Sora, but if you've already completed a level, you should be able to skip through monotonous fights. Basically, you shouldn't have to just do them over and over and over again, because that's what leads to burnout. So my suggestion in all of that is you get to pick the entire first, like, I guess the exterior. You can pick until the boss basically say, hey, I want to go here, and then it'll just basically say, okay, you picked here, you fought, you won. This is what happened when you won. You get the item. You go here, there's a choice. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. What happened? What are you choosing? You don't have to even go through all the text and everything else like this. It just speeds through all of that. You pick whatever happens, and you do all that through the first exterior. Basically, kind of like a fast forward through the first exterior, and then you fight the boss based off of your choices and the items that you got. You still got to go through the shop stuff. And in fact, Etheria does the same thing with their tower mode. You literally skip the entire first tower, but you have to do hard mode. That's perfectly fine, because that saves you literally like a damn hour, basically. That could happen in this. If I could skip the exterior, basically, then runs would be down to like 15 to 30 minutes instead of maybe an hour or hour and a half. That's how you lower the roguelike and the time sink that's in the game right now, because it's too much of a time sink. You don't have to do that for the second part of it. Well, like, you can just easily just make us go through the second part, even though we already did it before, whatever else. Because you don't want to make it too damn easy. If you could skip all the way through all of it, that'd be a little bit much, because then every run would take like 15 minutes, and then that's just not good for optics for the game. But the first half, that should be skippable all the way to the boss, basically. And then you fight the boss. Of course, if you lose, you just lose. Gotta get good. That's all that is right there. And then you do the entire interior part on your own, like that. That is how you do that. That's how you make it easier for everybody. Because of these updates, we feel gradual at times. However, we will continue to make necessary adjustments to quickly enhance the Chaos gameplay. I just gave you the idea right there, y'all. Like, dev team, like, however you want to implement that, however you want to work that into your game, as like that's up to you. But that's how you handle that, and that's how you handle burnout, 100%. First, to support smoother Chaos gameplays on Divine that will now guarantee at least one option Reaper feature. Nice. is added to existing options when the Divine Delegate event occurs. Reaper fixes monsters HP at 1 for 3 normal battles. See, like, they're all kind of thinking about that. They probably don't want to go full, like, skip, but that's kind of a skip, because why? It's like, you know, if you're gonna just skip, like, there's no reason for us to even go in there. You're gonna do that. I get it. Y'all probably don't want to go all the way. Somebody is probably pushing back on that in the dev team. Don't push back. You don't need to go in there if it's gonna be 1 HP. This will provide an option that allows you to skip early stages more quickly. Then we would see. I guarantee that there's some lead dev that don't want to just straight skip the whole screen. They have some type of feelings about that. Don't be in your feelings about that. When we know nobody gonna be mad at you. After we revealed scoring rules for save data, many protos shared that while challenging various deck builds, they have calculated their deck building scores manually or rely on external tools, which become inconvenient. To resolve this, Agent Info screen will now display your current save memory points in real time. Thank you. I had said that in the video. Why doesn't it do that? Like, so you know directly off the bat. That is crazy good. I'm clapping. Like, y'all some good devs. Yeah. Props. I'm happy for Smilegate. Doing good out here. In addition, we would like to share details and other improvement currently in development, which is reducing skill animation time. Although the overall attack animations and chaos are fast, they are. Many players expressed skill animations feel comparatively long. What should happen is there should be an option in game that after you see it, like once a day, it won't do it anymore. It'll just do an in-game animation, not the long one. Just like you see the character and they just do an animation in game, and that's it. That's like after you see it. Although the overall attack animations are fast, many players, we are preparing the improvements such as reducing post-skill delay and allowing animation skips when using other functions during skill activation. These features require additional development time, so they will not implement it immediately. However, the goal is to shorten the skill animation time to a level players can clearly feel appreciated. Quality of life improvement. Damn, everything I said just now is quality of life. Like that y'all just put out there. Okay, this is more. This update will include improved UI to clearly display the current turn count and based on the hyperspace, nebula distortion, and similar content. Additionally, 1x1 swap systems cause a significant inconvenience when forming two-party teams and content like based on the hyperspace. To address this, we'll be adding a quick formation option that allows agents to be replaced all at once, greatly streamlining the process. Cool. Got it. We're reviewing features to make story progression more convenient. We'll share details once it's finalized. Animation improvements during chaos when entering a mental state. Screen effects will be now more intense, and unidentified areas will include additional horror effects. Cool. Special effects for breakdown cards also have been improved. We'll continue strengthening the presentation so you can further immerse yourself in the darker atmosphere of the game. We want to explain our internal review regarding Yuki. This update agent, many protos expressed that Yuki's performance did not meet expectations. The development team has reviewed this matter carefully. Internal data shows that Yuki performs well in battles against 2 or more enemies, simply increasing her numeric values deemed to carry a high risk of overbalancing the agent. That's what everybody's been saying so far. People, literally the whole Yuki discourse is because she's not face roll, and they literally just said increasing her numeric value, which essentially means build the damn character. Like, that's all that means. That's all you gotta do. Build properly. Don't go in there day one. And first of all, that is a problem in itself. You are not going to be doing well with a character day one. There was no character in this game that did well day one. None. I say it one more time. None. You have people making guides and talking crap and saying day one, Yuki don't do anything. We should have a community mandate across all gacha. Your ass is not supposed to be having an opinion until you properly have built the character at least 48 to 72 hours, and then come out and say, okay, I got an in-depth review. This is what happens. This is how you go through it. This is the build. This is what happens. This is what happens compared to other characters after the character is fully built. Not the first 24 damn hours. You just summon the character. You don't have over 40 crit. You don't have over 100 and something crit damage. You don't have max potentials. You don't have any gear or proper build. You don't even know how the character is built properly in the 24 hours. And then you coming out here with either a post or a video saying Yuki sucks. That is bullshit. 100%. And I need the community to stop falling for that. That is clickbait. Nobody should be coming out there in the first 24 hours saying anything. Not a tier list, not a website. They're all lying because they ain't sat there and done nothing unless they were beta testing. And if you didn't beta test, you're full of garbage. So at this point, I need the community to be a little bit smarter when it comes to that. You got these guys wasting time on that because y'all didn't build anything. Literally, this line right here is literally a subtle telling y'all get good. That's the nicest, that's just about the nicest way that you could possibly say it. Get good. And I really need it because it's really frustrating for me seeing stuff like this. And then I go through, y'all literally watch me multiple runs on this channel, by the way, and not even just showing you like, oh, my best run. I literally recorded the whole damn thing and went through the dungeon with that character and had zero problems because I built the character. I do that every single game. Build the damn character. That's all it is. Like, Jesus Christ. In particular, we actively reviewing a build option that allows Yuki to transition into a single target build. This will not be available yet. That'd be lit if that we can actually swap. But we'll do our best to deliver. See, Yuki don't even need a single target. Just build the damn character. That's because you can actually force Yuki into a single if you want. Like, that already exists in the game. You know how you do that? You use the common cards. That's it. Use the common single target cards. She can literally do that already in the game right now. That's a separate video. We're gonna talk about that because people gotta get good. I'm not talking about everybody in the community. I'm even talking about people who do guides and say stuff. Just get good, yo. I don't get it. Like, in particular, we already did that. We're preparing the upcoming content for the next update, such as Great Rift and Codex, where Yuki will be able to demonstrate her strength. We'll continue working to create environments where pickup characters can fully show their showcase their abilities. Lastly, though, not included in this update, we like to share the features planned upcoming update. This is long. You can encounter dimensional tunnels during Codex gameplay. In Codex gameplay, you'll be able to encounter dimensional tunnels even after seeing the season end. And certain conditions are met, dimensional tunnels will appear in the Codex, allowing you to continue to enjoy this content consistently. If you acquire a full visiting card or save data, will receive a season mark. Additionally, you will obtain an agent and rescue who has already completed the ego manifestation. You receive additional reward, spectral cube. Oh, okay. So if they're already maxed out, spectral cubes can be purchased on combat memory codes, partners, and prism modules, and more. Protos who have already acquired combatants beyond the ego manifestation will also receive spectral cubes via an update. Do I have anybody maxed? I think this Mika. Beyond the improvements discussed today, the update will include a variety of new content. We will share those details coming at details at a later time, so please look forward to it. We continue communicating actively through developer notes, live streams, and other channels to listen to your valuable feedback. We aim to build Chaos Zero Nightmare together with Protos, offer better gameplay and better service. Thank you. That was lit. This right here that I have highlighted, I'm gonna read this again for the people in the back. Internal data shows that Yuki already performs well in battles against two or more enemies, simply increasing her numeric values deemed to carry a high risk of overbalancing the agent. I literally run through all the content with that character. It is so easy. I be like drinking my tea. I got tea right here. Hit that spoon and everything else. Drink my tea. I'll be talking on the phone. I'll be doing everything else. And like hard content, I literally did that in front of everybody. Like, there is nothing wrong with that character other than you have to just put like 5% of effort into building that character. That is it. Just 5% of effort. In fact, I'm gonna give you an example real quick before we go. If your Yuki is not level 60 with a level 60 partner, say like Lillian, that you can bring in cards and stuff like this, if your save data isn't looking somewhere over this, matter of fact, this Crimson Sword right here is really nice for her because it allows her to put agony on every damn thing that she is doing, basically. So her counterattacks or her AoE, being that I sometimes want her to single target, you see the cards I have down here on the bottom right now, along with my other characters drawing cards with her to bring in her other AoE stuff and her stances and everything else like that. If I need her to single target, that's what these three characters cards are for. The exhaust card, Sacred Strike, Pulverize, and another Pulverize right there. She beats the hell out of stuff. You just have to think for a second. just for a second. Right here, she can bring in a shield. At the start of battle, I can lower the cost of the card. So if I do end up getting Pulverize and stuff like that, or any of the card right here, or the Rapid Slash right here, which is also single target, the longsword, like she does fine. You guys watch this. You watch me beat the hell out of stuff. Trickery Strike, beat the hell out of stuff. There is nothing wrong with her single target outside of you have to do that. If your potential is not like this, where you're taking full advantage of all of this, this needs to be all max. You cannot do this first day. You cannot even see this first day. The way the game is set up right now, you can't even build a character fully the first day. You need like 2 or 3 days to get to this point, which is why I said there should never, and now in the future, when you see anybody saying what a character is good or not in the first day, they are lying, because there is no way for you to know that. You psychic? Was you on internal test server? We can stop all of this if we just stop for a second and understand that sometimes people don't know how to teach or relay information. I keep saying everybody's not a teacher. I say that a lot because it happens a lot in gaming, that normal gamers try to be teachers and they're not teachers. They don't understand certain things, and there was no way that anybody should be talking about this character in the first 24 to 48 hours. And you notice that I didn't even do a video with her fully built until 3 or 4 days later, because I couldn't get to this point until that, to actually actively say, hey, there's no problem with this character. But you had people day one, Yuki sucks. I was in Zox chant, Yuki sucks, he can't do any damage. I'm like, what the hell? It hasn't even been 12 hours yet. That's BS. That's absolute BS. That's people who don't know what the hell they're doing. And we need to stop being nice about that. Just don't be nice about that. That is 100% people don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to teach, or they're clickbaiting. Is one of the others. There's characters that suck, but this was overblown by people who were just bad. Right? So, and a lot of times what happens is that people are scared to just say, no, you're bad. You don't know what you're doing. I'm not. I'm just not. I will tell somebody real quick when I have the information and can validly prove something and show it. No, you're bad. You don't know what to do. Stop talking. Stop making content like that. Like, you're bad. I will come to people directly and be like, what the hell is this? Like, why are you saying, look at what I did right now? And you know what happens? People don't apologize for that, because then what if you didn't summon? What if you use your information for something else and built something else and you can't overtake that? Stuff like that's why it's bad to go along with that. So community, please, I get enough people. Last video I did pretty well, and the videos before that I get enough people watching. Please give characters time to cook. out in the public for a little while. Give them like 48, 72 hours. Give creators a chance, like myself and other people, a chance to actively build the character, to say, okay, can I do this content? Where is it going to actually get through at? Does it work right here? What can I do to actually make this character better? What can I do to actually make this character work here? And will it work? And then we can come and say, okay, I'm kind of struggling right here. This ain't working out right now. And the one thing that I wasn't able to completely do is basically going to be done in the future, and that's basically I'm going to be able to finish all this out because everything else is done in the character, and then I'll just have to worry about whatever in the future that I can get to iron out all of this gear. I just did my best for the right now. I'm like, this is not optimum because you got health, like a flat attack and all that type of stuff, but you definitely are not going to go farming. Like this one is attack right here, like this is critical damage right here, which means I'm going to lose my crit. And obviously the higher that I have my crit chance, the more she's going to actually damage. If you see somebody with like 20-30 crit talking about she ain't doing enough I don't know, guys. I just want the community to be a little bit smarter with how they ingest content and scrutinize when people just be saying random BS. like I'm not trying to make people fight each other, but I'm just trying to get y'all to understand that sometimes people just don't know what they're doing. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.